Hi Libra, this is Nyonjo from Jesus Change the Road. I'm here to do your February 2017 reading. I just want to say thank you to all the people who've liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's get started with your reading. So the overall message for February is facade. So let's read what that means. Okay. If you're unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something you're not. This card is about reclaiming life. What have I done to heal my childhood pain? Personal comfort with this metallic energy and a deep need to discover your true self. Earthly values and care for others are also represented. Being cut off from your feelings may be a challenge. Recover who you are and rethink your journey. Alright, so your clarifiers here are fear and sleep. Yeah. So maybe y'all have been experiencing nightmares. Nightmares about things that have happened in your past, or like past relationships, things that you used to be afraid of, not used to be, that you're afraid of as a child that have been minimized now, and they're kind of being brought up. And sort of the larger message with it is to just it's kind of forcing you to face and overcome what the root of that nightmare, those fears are. And by facing those things, it will allow you to break down sort of the walls of protection that you've put up to run away from that fear, like this little rabbit here is doing. So instead of running away from it, you're facing it and you're allowing yourself to have a different relationship with that energy. So instead of like being afraid, you'll have the energy necessary to face things in the future instead of dwelling on like what you perceive to be your inability to move on from the past, or move on from, or overcome things that things in general, obstacles in general. It's just allowing you to recognize your strength, because that's a lot of what, see, this energy is just yellow energy connected to the sacral chakra, or no, not sacral chakra, the, what is it? Solar plexus. So yeah, you'll be able to overcome those fears and really be able to start fresh in a way that it has confidence. That's a lot of what this month is about, is regaining confidence and overcoming deep-rooted issues. All right, so your first, so let's go to the left part of the reading. So you have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. And this definitely, when I first saw this, it definitely, I saw just this hesitation to overcome this lack of confidence in yourself to be able to overcome the obstacles and release the thoughts, to be able to move forward and carry them forward. It's almost like also being afraid to move forward in a way too. So the Ten of Swords is just like releasing this mentality of overthinking things. And this is definitely your energy, Libra. This is air energy. So you're definitely in your element of analyzing things, of processing things in a very crucial, clear, and concrete way. But right now it's almost like a little bit muddy. It's a little bit muddy and murky. I'm going to clarify this too. Yeah, the Seven of Wands in reverse. And that just adds to the story around like having this having this narrative about how you have faced, like, how you've yeah, it's almost like you feel like you are not able to have the strength to stand up for yourself. And maybe that's the narrative you're told as a child, that you shouldn't. Maybe you were bullied as a child. Maybe you were the bully. Regardless, that deeper the issue is just this insecurity and valuing standing up for yourself in a way that doesn't allow you to really feel everything. You know, it's almost like you're blocking out what doesn't make sense to you. And what doesn't make sense to you is your own worth in a lot of ways. And with the Six of Swords, it's being able to, with it reversed, it's like you're not able, it feels impossible. You know, the possibility of moving forward is over you. And with it upright, you know, the Ten of Swords, the end of a cycle, releasing, moving forward, you're able to carry those thoughts and move them into the future. But right now, it feels very much impossible. Sorry, my cat. Yeah. So Five of Pentacles in reverse, basically going back to a lot of the fears just being, is rooted in feeling like an outsider, being afraid of feeling like an outsider. And it's almost like people are now probably allowing you to come into, like, there are people coming into your life who really are interested in you, want to be connected to you, but you still carry that fear of not being worthy, of overanalyzing every move, of feeling like you're not able to carry the lessons from the past forward into your relationships now. So with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's saying like that mentality needs to be released, or you're not going to be able to have this brand new start, or you're not going to have the confidence to. You're not going to have the confidence to be able to take the risk of being vulnerable with new people. And now is the time to be able to explore what that means for you, what vulnerability looks like, and especially in terms of new friendships, new relationships, new opportunities of connection overall. So, yeah. So for the couples here, you have the Empress in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, I don't know how we found that. Okay, so with the Empress in reverse and the Ace of Cups, it's just kind of the same notion of just this nurturing energy and emotional new beginning as a result. This idea of abundance and being worthy of abundance. And with it reverse, it's just like you're not totally there yet in the way you connect, the way y'all connect. So like, it's almost like maybe overdoing it. With the Empress, it is abundance, but then there's an element of being smothered and overly responsible for other people's shit or other people's like emotions. So yeah, so as a result, you're not able to really take care of yourself. Your energy is drained. You feel kind of a little bit hopeless that this pattern is going to continue. You or your partner feels a little bit hopeless. Yeah, the Lovers reverse here is like this dynamic is not allowing you to really connect in a way that really manifests this very soul level connection, or this really this chemistry, or this it's just a blockage to a larger way of being. If you're carrying if one person's carrying the weight of the relationship, if they're carrying the weight of the responsibility to address the dynamics of creating and realizing, actualizing the abundance that comes with being in connection with somebody you feel so deeply in tuned with, you know. If one person is doing it, you're not going to be able to have the ability to address and face new frontiers and new emotional chapters in your relationship. So yeah, definitely aspect of balancing out and, you know, going back to this card of facade. What is it from your childhood? What is it what is your responsibility in this situation? What is your role in terms of being able to address that dynamic in a way that isn't you blaming yourself at all, that isn't like putting yourself down for being so empathetic and nurturing and caring, and really allowing yourself, like once you stop blaming yourself, you'll be able to feel confident in like communicating what you need. Because if you feel unworthy of that, you're not gonna even express it in the first place. So, yeah. So let's get to the work, passion, and career. Or sorry, work, passion, and community is what I would say. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? There we go. Come on. I'm really trying here. I don't know. This never happens to me. Okay. You don't want to be able to see me without all that jazz. That looks weird. Okay. I'm doing the most right now. So you have the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. It's like 4, 6, and 7. It's almost in order. But what's missing is the 5, and 5 usually have to do with conflict. So maybe in this situation you're kind of avoiding conflict to have this kind of like stable environment and stable like connections. It's again the element of a situation being really unbalanced and kind of not addressing, kind of living in illusion. That's a lot of what the Seven of Cups says. And it says that you have a multiplicity of options in front of you, and it's asking you to choose the one that really is for your well-being and your highest good. So, I mean, that's just pretty straightforward, but I'm going to pull some cards here, pull more cards here to get more of a story. Okay, so I have the Ace of Wands and the Judgment in reverse. An Ace of Wands is like, there's an opportunity that is going to present itself in terms of moving forward on a project or moving forward on a connection. But it's really crucial to make sure that this thing that manifests or shows itself or appears is reciprocal. So with Seven of Cups, it says here too that possibly if it feels like it's a little bit too good to be true, it might be a result of you maybe not realizing your ability to really mold and shape this opportunity to be what you need. So it feels a little bit like impossible and confusing. And with the Judgment reverse, it kind of adds the message of just like, the Judgment. It adds the message of feeling like, feeling like fear of failure, feeling like you're not going to be able to succeed. But I think with the Judgment too is asking you to look back at past opportunities that presented itself, where reciprocity wasn't present, where you just tried to keep the peace, and what resulted was this kind of false success too. So yeah, Judgment is asking you to be able to address this so this lesson doesn't keep repeating itself, of just like, you need to make sure that you're not the only one carrying the weight of everything, that everybody else has contributing to it. Yeah, the Devil reverse is release, feeling like you're chained down to these obligations. You don't have to do it in that way. You don't have to carry everything. Yeah, so let's get to your spirituality, higher purpose. So you have the Star card, the Hierophant, and the Judgment again. So, so you're definitely in the process of healing and reclaiming. Of healing as a result, reclaiming your story and your narrative, but there's almost like a feeling of it feels very difficult to be vulnerable and to share that process with other people, because you feel like you want to keep it private so no one else can judge the way you're doing the way you're moving forward. And with the Hierophant too, it's just like, well, if the people around you are not supportive in your healing path and are making you adhere to a doctrine or a way of living that doesn't actually reflect who you want to be and who you're becoming, then it's time to, it's judgment day for them. It's time for them to go. It's judgment day. It's time for you to really recognize why those relationships came about in the first place, why they've come up to this point, and why it's necessary for you to leave, so you're able to regain this energy, be able to move forward and continue to address the obstacles that you are facing, so you're able to really become the person who you want. But the healing process is possible, and as a result, you'll also be able to really establish a way of being. You'll be really solidified in who and how you want to be in this moment in time. That always changes, but it'll make you feel more confident in that once you're like, you know what, XYZ, so-and-so, this is who I am, you can't accept it, judgment day is here for you. Goodbye. So, yeah. So, your overall messages or overall advice is, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation, and movement awakens my creative spirit. So very similar in colors here. It's just this like rose color energy, which, like I said about the healing process, is really important that you honor your own process, but also make sure that you're being, ow, go away, oh my God, that you honor your own process and also are surrounded in an environment that continues and what is that word? Feeds your transformation. And as a result, you'll be able to, as a result of this movement towards your higher self, you'll be able to be connected to this creativity, not in just the way of what you produce, but how you move through the world in different ways you address obstacles. So yeah. So that's your reading. If you would like a personal reading from me, personal reading with me, go to my website, truthischanged.tumblr.com, and if also on my website I have my full moon and new moon readings that I do every month, and it's also on my Instagram at truthischanged.tumblr.com. Oh wait, at truthischanged tarot. But yeah, thanks for watching. Blessings.